Alright, how's it going? Hello YouTube. This is Fenron back from their Fire Emblem Heroes video. Today I'm going to try to create a beginner's guide. I don't know how to do timestamps or anything like that, and I do all my videos in just one long take, so it's going to be kind of scrambly, but I'm just going to kind of go over the basics of Fire Emblem Heroes to a complete beginner. So this is the first screen you'll see when you boot up your game. You have all these little characters here. These are your heroes. The game being called Fire Emblem Heroes revolves around having heroes. So when you start the game, you'll have a few heroes. There you can find them in the Allies menu when you go to Edit Teams. So right now I have 71 characters that I've collected over the past couple days. You start off with maybe 5. The first main way that you can get heroes is by completing maps. You go into the story maps and into the main story. By completing the first chapter of each book, so this one, and completing all 5 maps, you'll get a character. For example, this guy you can get for free. This character you also get for free in the stories. So there's 1 you can get from there, 1 you can get from there, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And it's in these, so you get 7 mythic heroes just for free, guaranteed. And they're pretty strong. Some of the older ones aren't as good now, but they're really useful if you want to play Aether Raids, which is, I'll go into later, is one of the main game modes in this game. You can also get Fjorm by playing this one, who's a bonus unit in Aether Raids. But yeah, so that's one of the ways you can get heroes. Another way you can get them is by going into the special maps, and down here you can complete, if you can beat these maps, you can get this character as a reward, this character as a reward, so you can get 3 copies of some of these characters. So yeah, maps are the first way you can acquire heroes. The second way you can get heroes is by using heroic grails. As you can see here, I have 275 grails. Each hero costs 100. So that's another way. This one you can see costs 150. So they increase after you buy 1 copy, the next copy costs 50 more grails, capping out at 500. So that's a good way to get some unique heroes. Some of these guys are pretty strong too, and are pretty interesting characters. But the most popular, and well, the main way you're going to be acquiring heroes is by summoning. So summoning is kind of confusing. For example, when you first log into the game, you'll get this free 5-star summon, which means you just get one of these 4 characters for free. So choose wisely. You can look up which ones are good. I like, I think Golvig's pretty good. She can, they're all good though. So you just kind of maybe go with one you like. Is probably better in the long run. Then as you go through here, you can go to a banner, and each banner has certain characters that are called focus units. So this is the beginner banner. You have a 5% chance of getting one of these four 5-star focuses. Oh yeah, I guess I should also mention that characters come in either 3 stars, 4 stars, or 5 stars, and you can upgrade them from being a 3-star to a 4-star, and from a 4-star to a 5-star. And the main difference there is just that they have better stats, but you're going to want to basically only use 5 stars, generally speaking. So if I go into my barracks here, edit teams, the gold background characters are the ones who are 5 stars. They start at level 1, and then you can train them up to level 40. As you can see, this level 1 character here only has 25 attack, whereas this level 40 character has 63 attack. So you kind of have to level them up, and you do that by just playing maps or by going to ally growth and level up, And then if you have these crystals, you can level up your characters a bit faster. So I'll just level this character up to level 20. Yeah, so that's how that works. But the main way you're going to want to level up is just by playing with them in maps. And a good way to do that is the training tower can be pretty good. You can choose the appropriate level. Usually with the newer units, you can go like 5 to 10 levels higher and have no problem clearing them. Also, when you start a new game, you'll have all of these books to complete. Each book gives you an orb as a reward. You can see the reward right there is an orb. Sorry, this is probably pretty scattered, but it's level 3 there, it says. So you'll be facing level 3 enemies, so it's good to play the level 3 maps with your low level guys. And then you can change the difficulty to hard, then you can play like a level 23 map and do a lunatic level 40. But yeah, the newer units are really easy to level up because they're way stronger than these old books that you have to complete. But basically, as you complete these books, you get orbs. As you can see in the top right here, I have 170 orbs, and you use those orbs to summon on the banners to acquire new heroes. Orbs are definitely the main currency. They're a finite resource. They're kind of hard to get. You get about 200 orbs a month, I think, by playing all the different game modes that are offered and completing quests. But as a new account, you have all those maps to complete. So if you're a brand new beginner, you're going to have about 3,400 orbs that you can get just from playing the maps. So that's like a year and a half's worth of orbs just by having a new account. And so once you acquire those orbs, as you can see down here in the bottom, it says summon 5 orbs. So each hero you get basically costs 5 orbs. The second one you get they kind of, yeah, basically just think of it as like each hero you want to get will cost you 5 orbs, and it's random who you're going to get. There's a 5% chance on this banner that you're going to get one of these 4 characters, and then a 3% chance you can get a random 5-star, 3% chance you get a special 5-star, and then basically an 89% chance that you're going to get a 4-star or 3-star. So most of the time you're just getting 4 stars and 3 stars, who are mostly useless, which is a real shame because there's some cool characters in there. But basically you collect your orbs and then you can summon heroes. So this is the first banner I'll show you. This is another banner. This is the newest New Year's one, which is very good to summon on. You can also check the different appearance rates here. So this one has a 4-star focus. So Tana here is actually easier to acquire because you can get a special 4-star version of her. And she's an awesome character. I got a copy of her and she's really fun to use. But yeah, all these different banners, most of the characters that can be summoned from these banners are all the same across the banners. However, there's a few differences. You can always just check in here which ones are available to see the summoning pool of which characters you can get. So it has a big list, all the characters you can acquire. This one has a few special seasonal characters you can get on it, on the main banner, as well as a 4-star special focus. You can also get tickets from doing quests, which give you a free summon. So those are very useful to get. So I have like 6 summons here, and 6 summons on this one. This one costs 5 orbs because I've already done the free summon. Each banner will also give you 1 free summon on it. But basically what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to look at the main heroes on there, and then see which ones you like. And then try to pick the color stone that matches the hero that you want. So I'm going to summon on this banner as an example. I check the heroes. This one is the colorless hero. This one is the blue. You can kind of tell by the little icon above their name there. This one's the green, this is the red. When you summon a character, they come in 4 colors: red, green, blue, and colorless. Green is generally the easiest to get the 5-star focus unit because there's less units in the pool. Colorless is probably the worst because there's the most units in the regular pool. But that being said, just kind of go for who you like. So I'm going to try to get the colorless one because I really want to get this character here. And as you can see, when you pay your 5 orbs, you pay 5 orbs here. Then you get 5 stones. So all 5 of the stones are generated at that moment. As you can see, I didn't get a colorless, so I'm going to have to go for something else. I got a red stone here, a blue stone, 2 green, and another red. So I gotta choose one of these. I guess you can also check here the characters. So I've already got the red one, so maybe I'll go for blue or green here. I'll try the blue one. And yeah, it's just completely random who you're gonna get. And I got this character, Sully, a 3-star. So that's not great luck, but that's how it goes. That's what's happening most of the time you summon. And if you want to, you can now pay 4 orbs on the bottom here to do another one of these 4 stones that are remaining, either the red or the green. But I'm looking for colorless, so that's not very useful to me. So I'm just going to hit the back button and stop summoning. But as you can see, it decreases. The cost of orbs does decrease from 5 to 4 for your 2nd, 3rd, and 4th summon, and then the 5th summon will decrease to 3. So you know what? I'll just summon 5 here, just to show you that. I'll summon all 5 of these. And also, as you can see here, I know I have the percentage of finding a 5-star focus is 3.75, and a regular 5-star is also 3.75. So that's our odds for getting basically a useful character. All right, we've got Nana. And then now you can see it says 4 orbs there. So the next one's gonna only cost, so it costs 1 less orb to keep summoning. So I'll do it just for laughs. And just to kind of show you that if you pull, so if you pull all 5 stones in the circle, you can save some orbs. But usually you're wanting to snipe the particular color of the character you want. But yeah, this is what's happening most of the time you summon. You're just kind of getting these random 4-star guys. Some of them can be pretty good when you upgrade them, because they get like what's called a refine, where their weapon gets an update. I just haven't even, these videos are like 13 minutes long. I haven't even gone over what the heroes are about. Oh, cool, I got another Tana. That's great. That's pretty cool. So if you click into the character, you can see their stats on the left here. You can also see their weapon, and then their skill list here. So her weapon's really cool. It's got lots of writing there, but yeah, I'll go into that later. And then yeah, now see, like on the bottom here, the last stone is only 3 orbs instead of being 5 or 4. So you do save orbs. So it can be a strategy to summon all 5 stones in the circle. But usually it's you're better off. Oh, it's null. Usually you're better off just sniping the color and only choosing the color that you want to get, and then when there's none there, you exit out. But yeah, so there we go. So yeah, that's the main. Now if you go over to here and edit teams, the characters I just summoned, there's Noel, he's in the barracks. There's the extra Tana, there's the Donald. So there's the guys I got. So now that I have these extra characters, it's just a matter of making a team here. In a regular game mode, you can make a 4-character team. So I'm going to choose Tana and Felix. Felix is a free one you can get when you first start the game. He's really strong, as well as Rune, oh whoops, there's Felix, and Peony. So these are 3 of these characters you can get for free. And Tana here is one that you can get decently easily for the next month. And then once you've got your team, you can go into one of these maps here. So I'll go into just a regular story map. We'll just do a super easy map here.
I'll cut you down.
And yeah, the way this game works is you move your characters around. The blue is their movement zone, so she can move to any of these squares.
I will try.
This guy can move to any of these blue squares, and then the red is their
What
threat
now?
range. So this guy actually can't hit any opponents because he's a magic user, so he has to attack from 2 squares away, so he can't hit anyone.
What now?
But this guy can attack from 1 square, so he can hit there.
I will bring
She can hit
forth
there.
My greetings. Will do.
And as you can see on the top, it shows you the projected outcome. So she's doing 86 damage times 2, and clearly he's going to go from 18 to 0. But it's pretty hard to calculate if you're going to win a battle or not when you're just starting out in this game. But basically what I'm going to do is
I am
just
not
hold your
sure.
character, drag them over, and then you'll get the projected outcome at the top. And then you release. And this is called Canto. It means she can move after she attacks. So yeah, I'll move her right there.
I'll
Now,
handle it.
Felix can now warp into her because that's kind of her ability with Snaking Sword. It says here, allies, if unit has entered combat, which she just did, allies can move to a space within 2 spaces of unit. So now this guy can move all the way up here and take out that guy. And then this guy has a skill. These skills are really crazy. Like, if you're a brand new beginner in this game, I don't know how you're gonna do it, but like, it's a lot to read, it's probably best to just do it slowly and just have fun with it. But basically what this does is that after he
What now?
knocks a character out, he can then move again. And this guy can warp in, and see he has to be 2 spaces away to attack, so he can do that. But yeah, so that's as simple as that. That's how you play the game. You can also
Good morning.
go into a map, and on the bottom right here it says Auto Battle. You can just click Auto Battle, and your characters will move automatically, which can be kind of interesting to see. And if you kind of click, it'll move a bit faster. Just kind of click wherever. Yeah, I guess I'll show you. You can turn on combat animations. If you go to settings, you can turn them on or off. I have them turned off, but you can turn them on. So I guess I'll show combat animations here for one map. And yeah, each map that I'm completing here, I'm getting 1 orb. So you can only get that reward once though. So your orbs are a finite
I will
amount.
bring forth my greetings.
At the beginning of the game, you can also swap your character's spaces around. So I think I'm going to put these 2 next to each other. Those 2 up there. So then
Will
Tana
do.
gets this extra movement and go in there. And there's the combat animation. Looks kind of cool. Move him there.
What now?
This guy can go up here. This character turns into a big kind of dragon chicken thing.
I'll handle it.
And then this character
This way.
can finish it off. So yeah, I mean, all my characters right now are the max level, so it's very easy to complete these simple levels, but it's something I want to do anyway just to get the orbs. But yeah, once you get into the game, there's kind of 3 main game modes to play. There's like, well, there's I guess there's like the story maps, which you can do, and they can get kind of hard when you go into the newest books in like Lunatic. Like these will give you a bit of a challenge. Yeah, let's try one out here. See how difficult it is with my team here. This one might not be too difficult, but
I am not sure. Ready. I will bring forth my greetings. May this year bring good fortune.
What now?
yeah, I guess this map's not super, like, they get kind of harder as you go throughout the chapters, but
I see. You think this is a game?
yeah, my team's pretty strong too right now, so
I will try. Yeah.
oh, I just skipped the dialogue, but there's also like a story for this game. I've not really paid much attention to it before. It seems kind of cool though. It's kind of like Norse mythology, but yeah, I don't pay too much attention to it. It seems a little silly, but it can be. I guess I shouldn't say that because I haven't given it a chance. So there's also storylines for all these main story levels. All right, but yeah, so the first game mode is basically just playing against AI generated maps. These ones here are can be pretty tricky, like the infernal ones. They may take a bit more to solve. Maybe I'll try one at the end of this video. But yeah, player versus enemy or PvE, just playing against the maps that are generated by the developers. The next game mode that you play would be in the Coliseum, and there's a few game modes in here like Arena Assault, Allegiance Battles, Resonant Battles, but the 2 main ones people play are Arena and Summoner Duels. So Arena is just your team of 4 matches up against a random team of 4 that is another real person's team, but it's not controlled in live time. It's just controlled by the AI, but it is another player in the game's team. So let's do one of these. Then you can get a different amount of points. So if you do like the advanced, you'll get more points. You can get up to 700. And what you want to do is have all your characters survive. Because if your characters die, you get less points.
I'll handle it. What now?
Good morning. Will do. What now?
But yeah, this is just AI controlling
I will
these
bring
characters
forth
here.
my greetings.
So let's go
I am not sure.
there.
Ready. I will bring forth my greetings.
I'll handle it.
There. Yeah, this guy's team has a lot of like older characters here, but
Right.
I see.
that little thing that just popped up there was because this character is a bonus unit. So if you get a KO with a bonus unit, you get a few extra points.
I'll handle it.
Yeah, so that's how you complete Arena. Pretty straightforward, just your 4 characters against the other player's 4 characters. Definitely the simplest game mode. And then what you want to do throughout a season is get 5 wins and stack up as many cumulative points as you can. The only thing I wouldn't recommend Arena for new players to play competitively, like definitely play it because you get some pretty good rewards. Like you're gonna get at the end of the season, if I stay in this tier, I'll get an orb and some other stuff. As you get to like tier, I think it goes up to tier 20, or it does go up to tier 21. And then you can get even up to like 4 or 5 orbs a week. So that's a good way to get some extra orbs to summon with. But yeah, like Arena, to score high, you need to have fully merged characters. So if you go into here, it'll show your merges kind of here. But I don't have any merged characters right now. But so Arena is a really greedy game mode for competing in, because you need to basically merge your allies. And you can merge an ally 10 times, but you want them to be the same rating. So in merge allies, you want to make sure that they're both 5 stars here. So one of them is a 4-star, one of them is a 5-star. So what you're gonna have to do is go to unlock potential. Click on this Tana. Oh, I don't have enough feathers there. It costs 20,000 feathers and 20 of these red badges. I don't have either, so. But basically what you do is you'd upgrade her to a 5-star, and then you'd merge her and merge the 2 characters together. Losing one of the copies, but then making the other copy get some more stats, and that's about it. Bit more skill points as well, which you can use to learn skills. Speaking of which, I haven't even talked about that, and we're like 25 minutes into the video. The whole thing that really draws me into this game is the skills. Like, there's such a wide variety of skills in this game. Like this Heavenly Wings, for example, gives Canto. It gives I actually don't even really know what this does, but it's interesting. The main reason I'm using her is for this skill, which lets the other characters warp in. And I mean, you can play this game without really totally even knowing what they do. And that's basically how I play it right now. Like, sometimes I'll read them, sometimes I don't. For example, this skill is kind of cool. It inflicts a debuff, it inflicts speed and defense -4 on foes, and also gives extra movement to the unit, as well as infantry allies and armored allies. Man, I haven't even talked about.
It must be quite cold outside.
Jeez, I haven't even talked about the different types of movement. So each character is either an infantry, an armor, a cavalry, or a flyer. Flying characters can move anywhere on the map. Infantry allies can only move 2 spaces and can't go across rivers and stuff. Cavalry units can go through 3 spaces, but they can't move through forests or trenches, or it's slower for them to move through trenches. Armored allies can only move 1 square. And then, yeah, so there's the 4 movement types, as well as the 4 colors. As well, characters will have, like, for example, swords, magic. They can be beasts. I can transform into beasts. They can be archers, axes, lances. So, yeah, I mean, I probably should have talked about that earlier. Man, this video is almost a half hour long, and I feel like I'm just scratching the surface here. Maybe tomorrow I'll do a video on Aether Raids, which is probably... I'll just go back to here, the Coliseum. Summoner Duels is where you play against people in real time. Yeah, as you can see, battle in real time. It's a bit different, though. Instead of moving all your characters at once, you move your characters 1 character at a time, taking turns each moving a character. So I haven't played a ton of Summoner Duels. It's kind of stressed me out playing against someone in real time. But maybe I'll try getting into it with this over the course of this year. The other game mode that is really popular is Aether Keeps, which I will make a video about tomorrow. A beginner video on that. But yeah, hopefully this was like somewhat helpful, like some of the information. Just navigating around these menus can be quite overwhelming at first if you're new to this game or new to video games in general. But I can't really imagine someone playing this game who's totally new to video games in general. But yeah, the core of this game is just getting characters, then building interesting teams with different combinations of skills and abilities. For example, this is a really cool skill that Cordelia has, which is Gale Force, which after combat, you get another action. Man, I haven't even explained how specials work. But anyway, yeah, just if you have any questions in this, like, I'll answer them in the comment section. But yeah, this is probably a pretty poor guide, but hopefully it helped someone out there, or was at least entertaining to see me kind of limp through this. But yeah, that's that's this game in a nutshell. Summoning heroes, learning their skills, and then taking them into maps to clear the maps. As well, some skills you can trade to other characters, which also makes this game very interesting. You can inherit the skill. So for example, I could, like Tana here doesn't have an A skill, so I could choose a character in here, maybe, I don't know, this guy, and then I could give her this A skill. So then I'd lose the copy of Burkut here, but Tana would then gain his skills. Yeah, so that's a whole thing, is like some skills can't be inherited, like generally like for example, Tana here, her snaking sword, you can't give that to anyone else. Only she can use it. As well as like Heavenly Wings, only she can use that. It's like a special skill. So you can't inherit those to everyone, but there are lots of skills, like with Felix here with this attack speed XL, really great skill. You could give that to Tana, or you could give this Endless Tempest to Rune, who doesn't have a C skill equipped right now. But there are restrictions sometimes with the skills. Let's see here. For example, let's find one with a restriction. Oh yeah, like this one, Warding Blow. You can't use a staff. So any staff units can't use that. There's also lots that are like, you can't use, like, close counter. You can't use a sword because you have to be an archer or a magic user. Let's check out, like this one here, Sorcery Blade. So you can't be an armor, you can't be an infantry, and you can't be a flyer. You also can't be a magic user, a dragon, or a beast. So you can only be an infantry, sword, lance, or axe unit to be able to use this skill. But yeah, so this game gets pretty deep when you're starting inheriting skills to other characters and playing the different game modes. Like I said, I'll go over 8th raids tomorrow. But yeah, it's pretty fun. Like if you like a gacha game, like, oh yeah, I guess you can also spend real money in this game, which I would not advise doing. Like if you really want to support the game, like in the past I have bought this FEH Pass, or FEH Pass, which gives you various perks, and it's just like a subscription. I've usually got it for like a month or two at a time, and then I cancel it, and then maybe I'll get it again, because basically it can let you get a guaranteed 5-star if you summon 40 times on a banner. So that's kind of why it's useful. It's a shame that they don't just make all banners like free to play, but if you want to support the game, I'd say your best bang for your buck is going to be FEH Pass. You can also like purchase orbs, but as you can see, like it costs over $100 to get the amount of orbs I have right now, basically. Which, I mean, I don't know. Like if you have a lot of disposable income, maybe it's worth it to you. But as a beginner, like I'd make sure you really like the game before you start spending money on real money in this game. So it is kind of predatory in that way, where it encourages people to spend money. But I mean, that's how we get all the cool artwork and everything, I guess. You gotta pay for it somehow. But yeah, as you can see down here in the bottom, oops, that's the FEH Pass logo. So the 20 out of 40 is kind of grayed out. But if you get to 40 and you have the FEH Pass, you'll get one of these characters for free, which is pretty awesome. Can be worth it for sure if you're really into the game. But again, I wouldn't recommend it for new players because you have lots of available resources, and you should try the game out and play it before you spend real money, unless money's no obstacle for you. Because it is gambling at the end of the day. You don't know what you're getting a lot of the times when you spend orbs on this. So, yeah, proceed with caution, I guess. Also, if you are an Android user and then you switch your file to an iPhone or something, your orbs will disappear, but they'll still be on the Android, but the orbs don't transfer between Android and Apple, just as a point. Also, what you'll want to do is go to account management and link your game to a Nintendo profile right here. Because if your game is linked to a Nintendo account, then if your app gets uninstalled for some reason, it'll keep your progress. So definitely do that. I probably should have mentioned that way earlier. But yeah, so you can link your game to a Nintendo account, and it's free to do that, and it's free to make a Nintendo account. But it'll save your progress in case your app gets deleted. Or if you want to move your app from a old phone to a new phone or something. But yeah, so hopefully that covers some ground in this 35 minutes. Yeah, I find it just a relaxing game. It's fun to just summon on the different banners and collect characters and see who you get. And like, I really like this guy, for example. I'm gonna build him up and inherit him a bunch of cool skills. I haven't even upgraded him to a 5-star yet, but I think he's pretty cool. He's just a big guy in a big suit of armor. And he's from one of my favorite games, Path of Radiance, so. Yeah. It's a fun game to just kind of basically gamble and play some crazy chess. There's also these tactics drills, which can help you understand, like little puzzles to solve.
It's a beautiful night.
Like, for example, this one's showing you the difference between ranged weapons and melee. Like, the melee can't reach this character. You only have one turn to complete it, but the ranged unit can reach it. And that's how you solve it. Some of these get pretty tough, though, as you go, but the basic ones are simple enough. But, like, for example, the Grandmaster ones, I've never completed all those before. I usually have to look up someone's video on YouTube to figure it out. But especially Phoenix Master 1. Like, there's so many good other people on YouTube. I'm sure you'd find those before you find this video. But there's a lot of good resources out there to help you get into this game. But yeah, hopefully this was interesting and somewhat helpful glimpse into this game. And yeah. All right, I guess I'll sign off there. Thanks for listening. If you have any questions, yeah, put a comment below and I'll try to check the video and answer any questions. But yeah, thanks for listening and take care. Thank you. Bye.